I think these like race things summon zombies. I'm pretty sure.
We won, right?
Few smart garments done. Pretty sure I have like new stuff for you. Crimson Veil is done. Pure White Veil is what you need next. Alright, but you don't have it. So yeah. Like I don't know if they fix the Joy-Con, but if they don't fix, if I haven't fixed the Joy-Con after all these years, and also Steams, that's what I want for like on Switch too, for me to consider giving it a shot. If they haven't fixed the Joy-Con drift and they don't have Steams, then I don't know. Like even if they have like a game I really want from Nintendo, I probably still won't buy it on principle because it's been like way too long. They never like. I'm pretty sure like the Switch is one of their best selling consoles. I'm pretty sure it's one of the best selling consoles period. And they still don't have like the quality of life stuff is for the themes. And like Joy-Con drift is just like something that you should have fixed like a year in or like a month into the Switch life cycle. If you're releasing like an upgrade version of the Switch and the Joy-Con drift is still isn't fixed, then yeah, there's no way. Then I talked myself into now giving it a shot at that point. Also, like I was saying, if they did something like, hey, we have this new, because we have this new console, right? And oh wow, okay. And eventually we want people to like be playing on this thing because this is much better and we want more money. So eventually backward compatibility won't be a thing. And you're gonna have to buy Switch 2. Then like a couple of years in, then fine, I'm okay with that. But that's not what they're doing, right? What triggered me a little bit is that when they said like some of the Switch 1 game will be compatible on the Switch 2. Which means like on day one, the day of the Nintendo Switch 2's release, there's some Nintendo games where you already own just won't be able to play it on it. And if you're saying, hey, if you have those games then definitely that means you have a Switch 1, then you should be fine. That's not the point. Because like the Switch 1 is up there in age. And if one day it breaks, someday it breaks, then if you make like a fully compatible thing, then you can just like play those games on Switch 2, then you'll be fine. Then you'll just be fine. But if a game you really want only exists on the Switch 1 and it cannot be played on the Switch 2, the original can be played on the original Switch, then what's gonna happen is that if you want to keep playing that game, if you don't want to emulate it, then what's gonna happen is that you need to buy another Switch 1 again, which I think is what they're trying to do, is really scummy. And also, if someone hasn't let's say someone hasn't played the Switch, hasn't bought the original Nintendo Switch, and for some reason they decide to give Switch 2 a try, and they really like it, and they want to go back into the Switch's library to find some game they want, and if they choose a game they really want to try and it's not compatible with Switch 2, then which means that person has to buy a Switch 1 again. And I feel like that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to dip their toe in both like Switch 1 and 2 at the same time. Even no matter how unlikely it is, there's some people who's gonna buy the Switch 2, and because of the compatibility issue, they're gonna have to drop more money to buy the Switch 1 again. Which I'm pretty sure that's what they're trying to do at this point. And it's so scummy, I hate it. Which makes me just don't even want to give this console a chance before like we even see anything like show on the screen. Because let's get real here, right? If you are saying like Switch 2 is comparable to the PS2, which a lot of the games I'm also playing Final Fantasy 12, right? On the Nintendo Switch, which that's a PS2 game, and also 10 and 10-3. And Final Fantasy 13 isn't on the Switch because I think that's like a PS3 game and is more graphically demanding than 10, 10-2, and 12. And I'm not gonna fight this zombie, by the way. And if it's not gonna be and let's say they added the Switch 2. They like increase the size of Switch 2 by a little bit, not even a lot, right? And they're not going they're not Switch 2. Let's be real, it's not gonna be that much of an upgrade compared to the original Switch. It's not gonna play like PS5 games. It's not even. I don't think it's even gonna be able to play PS4 games. I think it might run like a choppy version of like PS3 at best. So it's not gonna be that much of an upgrade, and you're also pulling this crap, which I don't know. I need to, which is why I'm definitely not gonna buy this thing at day one. I need to know after like a 6 months if the thing's gonna have Joy-Con drift, because I don't. Whatever if whatever the game is gonna look like, the thing is gonna look like.
How's Medissa been acting? She's calm. It looks like letting her in on the truth worked as well as we thought it might. Good. Maybe she'll be easier to control now. Halt! Who are you?
Oh, those are Molekins? Are Molekin monsters? What the heck? What level are you? 46. Oh, okay. When you hit an enemy that's guarding, you get the knockback. When the enemy hits you, when you're guarding, they just have a chance to break through your guard and stun you anyway. Which is super fair, right? Oh, great. Okay, yeah, you know what? Great. You know what? Oh, screw off, dude. Seriously? Okay, alright. Did the game swap all my healer for, okay, seriously, dude? Oh, the game just swapped all my healer without telling me, and he died immediately. Dude, serious? Why? Like, the game just like swapped out my healer, like you said, for Aizen for no apparent reason, because I don't even know why they did that. And like, he died immediately when he came in. yeah, it would be like so much easier if I had my healer. I don't know why the game just like literally just swapped in Aizen for Laffy side. I didn't tell the game to do that. Like the game just did it on their own.
I'll cut down anyone in my way.
Yeah, as for the Switch 2, I'll probably wait a while before actually like throwing money on it and buy it. I want to see if they have the schemes. Also, if they still have the Joy-Con drift. Like I'm gonna say, if they still have the Joy-Con drift, it's all about the games at the end of the day, right? So if they still have Joy-Con drift, but they started putting out amazing games, then I'll probably still buy it. But if there's nothing that interests me, I don't know. If they still have the Joy-Con drift and they still don't have the themes, I probably won't even like buy the Switch 2 at that point. Because I do not like the no backward compatibility thing that they're trying to pull here, and also if they don't fix the major issues when releasing, like here's the thing, they made Switch, they made the Pro version, they made like the mini version, right? Whatever the pocket, whatever it's called, the Switch Mini, like and this Switch 2, this is technically the fourth version of the Switch that they made, and if they still don't fix the issues, like then yeah, I'm not supporting that. I can't support that. Number 11. Okay, you're done with that. Do this. Also, as far as this game goes, when you guard, or when you hit an enemy that's guarding, you get a knockback, and it's the perfect opportunity for the enemy to counterattack you and basically stun you and take away one of your soul points, I think. And but when you try to guard, you don't get a knockback on the enemy, so you don't get a chance to counterattack when you are the one who's guarding, which is already kind of sucks. But also, like when you're guarding, the enemy can do like a charge move to break your guard and instantly just stuns you, which you don't have any like move comparable to that on your like inventory, which is really dumb.
Anyone in my way.
So literally, like the guard and stun mechanic is just for the enemy to use to screw you with, but like you literally can't pull the same trick the enemy does, which is one of the main thing that irks me in game design, is that there's like this mechanic or this thing in game which is only used for the enemy to mess with you, to mess with you. But if you try to use it, either it won't work or like it won't work, or it has like a so low chance of working, it just like, or it won't matter what to do. For one of these things is like status effect in either Final Fantasy 12, which is the game I'm currently playing, streaming, and also like the SMT one, SMT franchise, the or the Persona one, whichever one you want. Because the status effect is really good if the enemy tries to like to do it on you. But like either if you try to like build a team in SMT or Persona, that's basically heavily reliant on the status effect. When you go up against like any boss, it just won't work for you because like if any boss are going to be just immune to like to status, which is like so. Literally, the status effect is just a thing designed to hinder you, and you cannot take advantage on it. Also, like the Final Fantasy stream I did yesterday, where like we're at a point where every enemy is just like they spam every kind of elements on you, poison, confusion, like disease, like any kind of status effect there is. The enemy just like spams it on you and just like have you just like do that, and so which makes every fight like when they start doing it, it makes all the fights look like feel the same. And you spoiler alert, like all of the strong enemies are immune to like every status effect, so you can't even use it in your advantage. Obviously, like the stun and the block mechanic isn't as bad because you can definitely like stun the enemy, so it's not as bad as the as those games, but like it still is like the guard, especially the guard, is the thing that like is designed for the enemy to use to basically make your life harder, and like nothing else actually. Hold on, is there a chest somewhere here? Did I miss a chest somewhere? I think I did. Hold on. No, I didn't already open this? Hello? What? Yeah, I already opened this, didn't I? The heck? Hold on. Adjust height. Yeah, I don't... Also, there's a conversation over there. Huh. Alright, I mean, sure, I guess.